Keego Harbor, it's time to go dancing. Now, locals will have a chance to learn how to dance from an expert right in their hometown. Denise Caston-Clark is a former Radio City Rockette and the owner of Tap Dance Detroit with a brand new location right here in the heart of the lakes on Summers Road in Keego Harbor. Denise, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here. So excited when they reached out. So I'm really excited to talk about Tap Dance Detroit, Keego Harbor.
Yeah, glad to have you on the program to talk about this as you just recently moved in to Keego Harbor in July of this summer. So let's start with that. What made Keego Harbor a destination you wanted to go to for Tap Dance Detroit?
Well, I've always loved this area so much, and I love the people here. And we've had our location in Ferndale since 2019, and we came upon a vacant dance studio right here in Keego Harbor, and I thought it was an absolute perfect location to add to our current Ferndale location. It's geographically a lot more convenient to our clientele who lives, out here West Bloomfield, Farmington Hills, Waterford, and other surrounding areas. So we want to bring our community up here, and we offer daily drop-in. We have a unique studio here. We offer daily drop-in classes for adults and teens of all levels, from absolute beginner to working professional. And we also have a vibrant, wonderful youth program.
And dance is something that for people that enjoy dancing, they love to find new ways to engage in that, to learn different styles and to get out in the community as a social activity, as a physical activity, or even a combination of the both. But from your perspective, teaching dance, particularly tap dance, to people throughout the Metro Detroit area, what's your method in getting everybody involved and not just those passionate dancers?
Yeah, so the saying is, if you can walk, you can tap dance. I'll say, even if you can't walk, you can still tap dance. But it's about tap dance is a very social art form. So when you come to class, you're not just standing, you're not just a silo standing in a class. You're engaging with the people around you, and there's lots of joy in the art form, and it's such a like I said, it's a social art form. It started as a street form. It's a way for people to connect with each other, not only to connect with each other, but at the same time, as you said, we get physical activity, works your brain, works your intellect. It's a way to express yourself. So self-expression, artistry, it really checks all the boxes, and it just put in one sentence, it makes you happy.
And to teach that to people of all different skill levels, I'd imagine it takes a lot of those skills that you developed as you were learning to dance, and certainly throughout your professional career as a dancer as well, kind of all encompassed in that method to be able to understand where people are at and be able to help them learn the basics, and then on top of that, develop their skills.
Yeah, and it's all so achievable. And like I said, the Absolute Beginner Series here is my biggest seller. And we start from the very beginning. We just start walking in rhythm, putting one foot in front of the other. And anyone can do it. Anyone can really do it. It's accessible. It's an accessible art form, no matter age, size, dance background. Even, I have adults that come in who have never ever danced before, and a few years later, they're out performing with us. We do a lot of outreach performances, everything from Art Speaks and Eats to assisted living facilities to performing for kids for kids in foster care. We perform. We like to get out in the community. Clean crews. We like to get out into the community and perform, and it's so rewarding to have adults in our performance group who started from scratch just a few years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. Started from scratch, never tap danced before, and now they're out there performing for people throughout the community.
What do you believe brings people back? They take that beginner and they start taking the beginner's class. They explore dance through tap or through jazz or through both, just a little bit. They dabble in it. What about these classes do you think brings people back for that second, third, and fourth class and turns this into a hobby for them?
Yeah, it's an outlet, and it's also, as I said before, it's an outlet, and it's a way to connect with other people, and also for the adults, they work hard all day, and so they want to come and just like just come and like let go for a class, and it's a different experience than say going to the gym where you go and you have your workout circuit and all that stuff. It's more connected and expressive. So like it just checks some more boxes. And we, like I said, over the years we've built such a cool and fun community, supportive community. And we all, we're all very, those of us, the regulars, we're very connected, and we're very also welcoming to anybody who wants to join our community.
We're joined by Tap Dance Detroit owner Denise Caston-Clark with locations in Ferndale and now a new location as of the middle of July in the city of Keego Harbor. It's on Summers Road, which is just off of Orchard Lake Road right before the bend in Keego Harbor. Denise, also there's an opportunity for kids to learn also in this. And we saw some pictures early on of kids really enjoying themselves learning dance. And so for parents that are looking for that activity, that's an energy outlet for kids, a social outlet for kids, why should they consider having their kids try dance?
Well, dance, I mean, you covered a lot of it there. We have a really great youth program, but also backed by decades of training dancers of all ages and levels. So I've been educating dancers since 1994, since I was a teenager. So in order to teach kids dance, especially young kids at different formative stages of life, I designed a toddler program, parent taught tap along, I call it, into age 4 to 6, into age 7 to 10. And so I've been working with all ages of dancers for so long. So I've designed a really great curriculum that keeps them engaged. It keeps them moving. It's also great for their, not only for their physical fitness, balance, coordination, strength, flexibility, also their intellect. It gets their minds and bodies connecting. And then that also serves them academically too. So dance is just an all-around, a really great thing to get your kids into. And we run our youth program in 8-week sessions. So if you have a kid that's 5 years old or 8 years old, they sign up for an 8-week session. And then, if they love it, and they usually do, they keep signing up. They keep signing up for the next session. We have 2 annual shows for kids that want to perform. So if they want to perform, they sign up to do the show. And also, kids getting up in front of an audience, like getting up on stage in a costume in front of an audience, in a group with other kids. It's such a formative building block for them for anything they do outside of the dance studio and then in the future. So it's just a great way. It's a great way to help your kid develop.
You can find more information and class times on tapdancedetroit.org. You can also go to their Keego daily drop-in schedule on their website to find even more classes and information if you need to know that as well. They're also on Facebook at Tap Dance Detroit, and you can follow Denise on Instagram at Denise Caston. Denise, you've been in the city of Keego Harbor for just over a month, about a month, at the point that we are doing this interview on our live show. So I want to talk to you about the city of Keego Harbor, your new community here in Southeast Michigan. How are you enjoying the Heart of the Lakes so far?
Yeah, I love it, and like I said, we're just getting started. So we're getting those first students walking in the door. We're going to have an open house next week, next Friday at 5 o'clock. So anybody can come in, ask questions, check out the space, ask me about classes. But I'm also very accessible. So I own the studio, and then at the same. But I'm also if you reach out to the studio, you're gonna be reaching out to me personally, and then I'm easy to reach, easy to have a conversation with, just to answer all the questions. But I've loved this area for a long time. I used to come and take ballet classes daily here, down the street, and it's just a fun. It's a great area. It's very. You feel like you're just. I was somebody. One of my regulars came here for the first time, and she said, "I feel like I'm up north." So it's that kind of it's that kind of vibe. So I was super excited, about this location and to expand for to reach more people, to give more people more chances to come and dance. Because like I said, we really do. We've got a unique niche here in the dance community in that we do offer. We have such wide offerings for dancers of truly all ages.
And Denise, beyond that, you also offer drop-in classes too. It's not just necessarily something that people have to sign up for. They have to dedicate a time for, or they have to sign up for multiple classes too. So what factors into allowing those drop-in classes? How does that help get people better connected with this art form?
So the drop-in model is it's great for adults and teens who have busy schedules and varying schedules. So any given level of a class is going to meet more than once a week, and then if an adult with their schedule, like maybe one week they can come on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, but the next week is different. They can come on Tuesday and Friday, or vice versa. So they've got that flexibility with the schedule. And then with the way we design the classes, I will keep the same class for 2 weeks. So if you come on a Wednesday, and you get that I teach a certain class, certain exercises and a combination, then you can come back the following Wednesday, and it's going to be the same class. So you can reinforce what you learned. So it's a chance. I do it that way so that people can build consistency and see themselves advancing and progressing. And they really do. Like the progress is real. Like from week to week, those who put the time in and they keep coming back. You really do. You see the growth from week to week and from year to year.
More information on tapdancedetroit.org. You can also find them in Keego Harbor on Summers Road. That's just off of Orchard Lake in the city of Keego Harbor.
3184. Yeah.
3184 is the address, correct. 3184 Summers, that's just off of Orchard Lake Road in Keego Harbor. Denise Caston-Clark is the founder and the owner of Tap Dance Detroit and the new location in the city of Keego Harbor. Denise, before we let you go, as I mentioned earlier on, you are a former Radio City Rockette. All these people coming into your locations, including now in Keego Harbor, to learn dance from you and from your community. I got to ask, as people are learning to dance, they learn that you're a Rockette. Did they ever try to have you do an impromptu kick line with them?
It sure has happened. Yeah, absolutely. It's just really, truly one of the best jobs, and it was my first job ever as a professional dancer. I was only 19 when I was hired. I got to open the show at the Fox Theater, so huge. Growing up, going to the Fox Theater, and then getting to open the show there when it first came to the Fox was amazing, and it's really formed who I am as as a professional and also as an educator, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have gotten on that stage at the Fox had it not been for my amazing teachers and mentors. So I'm truly passionate about paying all that forward, passing it down.
And helping a new generation of dancers learn to love dance just as you have right here in our community. Denise, welcome to Keego Harbor, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.